Oh man, if I moved my entire setup and it's working first try, I think I'm actually just gonna spontaneously combust. Like, that never happens. It's not supposed to happen like that, at least. It's supposed to go horribly wrong. Don't you know how this works? Let's play some casual. People are gonna filter in a couple minutes, so I get to talk to myself for a while. Assuming I'm on the right profile, that hasn't changed, but I don't know, anything can go wrong. When I plugged in my monitors again, fucking Windows decided to reorder them completely, so anything is possible, really. Alright, backfilled 1-3. Made the save. I've got to do it again. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I'm mad. That's mine. That is going nowhere useful, but I can still, I don't know, pop it uselessly into the air. Nice! Oh. Where were they? I totally misheard that situation. Alright, so I whiffed, and they... Okay, yeah. Oh! That's what happened. They were bot-controlled and then got filled with a human midway through what was supposed to be that save. God, I love casual mode. I love not playing with humans. Where the fuck is that going? Apparently nowhere fast. Or over both, sort of. Take the shot! Or don't. I don't know, it was kind of ambiguous if there would even be a shot there, I understand. I don't blame you for what's happening right now. Dang. No meaningless buzzer beater goal either. Good afternoon, Hikari. Vroom is pretty much what's happening, yeah. Fatigue. I'm playing casuals because I don't trust... Okay. Box mod weird. Yeah, I'm playing casuals because I don't know if I trust my internet right now, but... I'm set up in the fucking kitchen. Well, in front of the fucking kitchen, but... Really, what's a little bit of proximity? Because out here, it's actually fucking climate controlled. I don't need to bitch constantly about being so covered in fucking sweat that I can't hit buttons on a controller. Nope. Big no. Hey man, I've been trying to stream. Oh. So I wasn't close enough to get there in time. So I went for boost to try and like back you up afterwards. You were also getting boost. Gotcha. I'm pretty mad online today. I woke up and basically immediately got angry. In like a good way, I think, but nice pinch. You know. I can't believe I actually fucking tapped that. Nope. Mainly because I had no boost, but also because that was doomed from the start. Okay. Listen, I don't know what's happening either. Nice! Hey, 13 months from 12, thank you very much. No message, mysterious. It's weird, I can't say anything about 13 months, despite it being an even more staggering number than 12, but it's not like a clean, oh my god, you've been here for a year, so I just say the number 13 and it kind of belies my astonishment that, like, it's a real number that means, like, a unit of time. Oh yeah, get the fuck over there. It's mine now. Wait, are we rolling it? Okay. You moved your entire desk to the kitchen? I mean, desk is desk is kind of a strong word for it. It's a table, and we cut a hole in the center of it to cable route while we were moving it, and discovered that it was actually like 20% particle board and 80% cardboard. Which is why it was so easy to actually do that despite not having access to any correct tools. And so we just drew the outline of the hole around like the edge of a glass in dry erase marker, and then drilled like 16 holes along the border of the hole, and then just kind of punched it out. We don't do anything correctly here, by the way, in case that was, what the fuck are you doing? I'm in your stream with the World Cup. I don't have television. I'm too lazy to set up fucking pirate streaming. Like, I literally just don't have it. Good. We should turn off ball cam for stuff like that. Oh, okay. Are we shooting now? Okay. Yeah, literally DIY cable management is pretty much how it goes. It's not even sanded. We don't even have sandpaper, so it's just like exposed cardboard. But it works. It's a lot, like, nothing I do is ever gonna make my cable management look nice, because I can't like bind up individual cables because it makes it a pain in the ass to work with them. Like, I can't bind up my cables as a unit because then inevitably I need to take one away from it to reroute it or something. So what I do instead, basically every single time, is just leave everything and try and make sure things are relatively organized instead. Like, make sure things aren't tangled. And it's way easier with a central place to route every cable through. Can I, like, do something here? Almost. Where were you? You better do something. Oh my fucking god. You get cable channels, they aren't too expensive and they're pretty good. It's paying a non-zero amount for such like a first world problem kind of thing has always sit with me kind of badly. Like, I'm very particular about comfort while I'm working, but like the edge cases like that I can live without, really. I didn't really know what to do with that. I probably should just backed up and let my teammate handle it, but they were fucked off to somewhere else, possibly because I was there and they thought I had it covered. You're not gonna do anything with that. Oh my goodness. Pass play? Nope, fucked it up. What are you doing? Get out of here. What in the fuck are you doing? I thought I made that as explicit as possible, but I guess not. Okay, I just need to get us out of here. They got it, kind of. Weird landing. Uh-oh, I might fuck it up. Hey, get in! Fucking do anything, God! Nice half flip, nerd. Thanks. I'm trying. Go in. Motherfucker. If you don't shoot, thank you. Hey, Daryl. Alright, so this is the part where I asked for a subjective quality check on the stream when literally none of you notice or care. How do things sound, how do things look, etc., etc. Should have called that way earlier, but I'm a jackass and didn't realize we were in symmetrical start. Uh-oh. Fuck! I should didn't get mad at teammates. I'm not mad, I'm just excited. I'm emphatic. I want things to happen. I'm very invested in things happening in this video game. I don't remember how I even fucking found this artist, but they made it onto the playlist anyway. Round it. Put it on the fucking... Okay. Or we could make a really weird looking shot. Pixel perfect border at a 10. See? Somebody noticed. Somebody noticed. Hey, would you look at that? You know, I might keep that around for Frey, actually. I think he's been wanting a second lightning for, orange set. He's got white lightning, I made it happen, but... sometimes, like, set neutral isn't quite enough. That actually doesn't look bad either. Nice. Open some crates, dude. I've still got 5 keys from Amp. Opening crates is such a bad idea, though. It's so terrible. You should really just fucking buy your items. How do I fucking collapse the news panel again? Which button? Right here using the mouse for this. I hit Y and it didn't do anything, so... like, I tried every face button first, and then I started trying the bumpers, even though I remembered that it was probably a face button. I don't know. Rocket League card. So we're getting backfilled. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Not exactly a power shot. Okay, so where's my teammate? Fennel, so that's a human. I didn't get back into a bot game. Did I even make contact with that? Uh-oh, that's weird. I'm doing nothing useful. How does backflip work? Nice. Alright, plan B. Attempt to bump someone, realize they're not aware of your existence, and then go for corner boost like it was your plan all along. Oh, that was a weird angle. Oh! Winner. The saddest fucking aerial. I had like no power in that shot. But it worked. Alright, I'm gonna let them go. I've been getting slightly less shit at this game over time. And then stuff like that just happens. This totally counts as a solo play because this guy whiffed as hard as fucking possible. Gotta refill this next game. I want to put like a 2-minute reminder timer on my stream deck since they added that in the last patch. How goes dribbling? There was an attempt. Uh-oh, I need to... that was a bad plan, actually. I should have just gone around, because they weren't going to shoot from that position anyway. They could have, but they weren't going to, because I'm not playing with players that are that good. Just add the Stay Hydrated bot. Stay Hydrated bot is a load of shit. Yeah, remind me to drink every hour. That's helpful. Maybe drinking constantly, because my voice is fucking What happened? Okay. Fuck. If I had been a little bit faster about that, I might have been able to do it. Oh, okay. Damn, that was like right on target too. Oh, get boost. For asked earlier, how's that Step Mania chart doing? I saved it as you're making a mistake.sm and then left it for a while. I'm gonna come back to it when I feel like actually playtesting streams. Because I like Chart of 8 measures the streams without playtesting it and then realized it was unplayable glut garbage, so... it's gonna go up. Very up, actually. That counts as centering, right? Oh, fuck. I'm really bad. They are going to score now. They've made saves like that twice where it's like so close. Dude, the Daifukatsu Black Label soundtrack is godlike, actually. Girls like, I love the synth pads in this. Wanna try new car? Zogzer asks, wanna try new car? What did he mean by this? Book! Soft landing. International School of Good Recovery. Oh my god, that was nearly great placement too. Do you want to try the Twinser? I have a Twinser actually. I bought a Twinser and don't like it very much. Fuck. Wait, what are you? Are you just? Why are you there? We are down by 2. Please, full item farming, by the way. I need to fish one of the pillows out of the fucking sleep chamber again. One of the things that I migrated over was the pillow that I now use to scream into so we don't get noise complaints. But I think it ended up back in the fucking sleep chamber again during the switch around. Because Wes is now in my old spot. Well, Daryl is in my old spot, and Wes is in Daryl's old spot, and I'm in Wes's old spot. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. Run at it. Just do anything. I'm on the wall doing absolutely nothing useful. I'm on the fucking... Is that a mad reaction to have? I actually can't decide. It's like they're clearly still playing, but they're like not actually playing a good portion of the time, and I feel like that's not okay. Like, according to the Tyrone-sama personal moral code of team-based video games, which goes something along the lines of give 100%, 10% at all times, even if it compromises your mental health. Fuck, I'm so bad. It is in violation of the code. Like, what are you... Wow, that's almost good, too. As I get slightly better at not sucking ass at this video game, everyone kind of seems to be figuring that out along with me. Wait, what is your federal fucking issue? Gamepad problems? What? Oh, they just left. Maybe connection issue then? I don't know. If their connection was super fucked up, I'd rather they leave like from the get-go so I can at least get backfilled into a human for the remainder of the game. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucked up. What if he got banned immediately? Easy. $1. I thought I had a threshold set. Oh no, we're just gonna abuse the fuck out of that. $1 from Zogs that says, at some point you will say no to request via money, but it has not happened yet. And then a link to the DLC for the Masamune. Oh no. Yeah, it was previously easy money there, and I felt like I wanted to do something that was a little bit less disruptive, while still keeping the spirit of easy. Oh wow, it's literally $1. Wow, this is the ugliest piece of shit I've ever seen. Find more DLC in store. Actually, wait, can I do this from the showroom menu? I bet I can. The Masamune? Oh yeah, store.steampowered.com, baby. purchase for myself. Please don't make me put in my fucking PayPal information. I agree. Why are you running? Thank you for your purchase. Cool robot. Alright, so I literally just purchased this. Do I have to relaunch the game? Bro says, Groove Coaster for Steam in 9 days. I am pretty excited about it, honestly. Yeah, it looks like I have to relaunch. Alright. So... get the cave songs on deck today. Play Death Smiles, it's good, even if it's Nuki It's Nuki J, yeah. Even if it's fucking garbage, it's good. I think it's the most me sentence I've said, like, in the entire year. Alright, come on. Masamune. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it now. Okay. This thing's kinda cool, I guess. Oh yeah, it's got fucking Steam controller support, and I actually have a Steam controller over there. Not that I ever use it for anything except Steam Link. Alright, so how does this thing feel? I switched the car for 1 cent. For 1 game. We'll see after the— oh my god, that weird looking body from this perspective in FOV. It's not a tennis racket, I don't understand. Actually, I think the PayPal MasterCard cashback actually covers for that 1 cent. So I switched car for free. Wait, no, other way. Fuck. I'm actually stupid. Anyway, go to casual. How does this thing work? Alright, best car ever. Cool frames! I love that just happens while you're accepting game. It's like, what is it preloading? This is the goal that I want to be shooting at, I think. Okay. And it asks, hey AJ, what is good? Pretty much everything right now, actually. I was mad online this morning, but all things considered, I'm definitely enjoying the new location of the setup. I actually think I'm going to be able to stream way more just because it's not horrendously uncomfortable for me to be at my computer anymore. So we realized that if Wes's standard for comfort is like 80 degrees and up, and my standard for comfort is anything below 70, that it probably doesn't make sense that for him to be nearer the air conditioner than I am. So we moved around and got a view of Scenic the kitchen behind me. Oh goodness, what are you? Oh no, he's a fucking monster. Except all of my fucking team is anonymized as Sword Girls, so it's she, and also we're playing against a one-man team. I'm gonna let this guy have it. So if we have a kitchen camp, does this mean cooking stream? That's possible. Baking stream 2.0 might happen. Wait, shit, I'm on a diet now. I don't know, if I cheat for stream, is that a good thing? I think that's actually a bad thing. Yeah, bot is probably on fire on Twitch again because the Twitch Reconnect doesn't work because the API is bad, so... Oh, okay. That was a fucking confident breakaway, my man. You know, that's yours. I'll play back, fuck it. Alright, where are we going? That might be a shot if he doesn't? Okay. Where are you? What is going on? What? Ball Chaser Legendario over here. I realized that I didn't have boost running up to that. What? This makes no sense. None of this play makes any sense. Is it... Are there 2 human players on orange? I can't tell. This is the worst thing that's ever happened, actually. Now it's 2 human players on orange. Verb asks, why was it that you removed Koopobot from the server again? Because Koopobot freaked out and would not stop sending messages about character profiles that were out of date because it doesn't know how to handle server transfers. So I just had to kill it because it wouldn't shut up, basically. God, none of this exchange makes any sense. Okay. I can barely focus on the fact that I'm driving a new car because of how bad this game is. That counts as a clear, right? Kind of. That's yours. Or it's not. Or it is? Alright, let's see it. Dribble God. Fuck. Okay, I got that away from somebody, maybe. Potentially. I tried to, like, preempt the fucking challenge there and ended up just ruining everything. Fuck. It's okay. They also didn't hit anything. I was starting to get really comfortable with the Dominus. This does feel kind of weird. Like, this is another one of those Doctor is unfortunately right situations. Where it's like, hey, use the Dominus, it's a fucking tennis racket. And I'm like, that sounds fucking dumb as shit, I don't believe you. And then it's actually a tennis racket, so... Where's that going? Ground bounce. Nothing that's happened in this match makes any goddamn sense so far. I love how everyone is apparently using the fucking, okay. Ceiling shots in plat casual. I understand. Oh, we're losing frames. It's happening. It's really bad. All right, seems to be stable for now, maybe. Nope, still getting fucking... I thought we fixed this. I'm gonna have Daryl Twitch test from his setup and see if his results match mine to see if, like, this cable's fucked up or something. Just to be sure. I'm sure it's our internet because this was happening on the other setup, my old setup last night, but... Hopefully a spike. Yeah, that was cool. Alright, bench warmer, let's go. So, verdict on car. Undecided? I don't really know what's going on. What did I just do? And why? I don't think I'm ever gonna take Salty Shores off my training mode maps. I don't think I've ever actually played with it in a game. This is one of my frequents. Yeah, because you're like me, you refuse to use Octane even if it does objectively feel the best to drive, because why would we tie aesthetic customization to gameplay optimization choices ever? Why are you terrible? So if a ball is ever rolling slowly at me in a completely uncontested area, I'll know exactly what to do to maybe get it in the general vicinity of the goal. God. This is too fun, though. Just like... I think this is just what I do while searching now. I didn't even really change the trajectory of the ball, I think. We're looking for like 70-mile-an-hour bangers here. Oh, we're just out here with fucking rhythm game music today. I actually got the chance to play this for the first time at round 1 while I was Praetors and Symphony, and I can confirm it fucking slaps. It's a good-ass chart. Doug says, need to be able to hook up RLBot to training so you can train your team Smash for Wii style. Jesus. Alright, casual 3s. Are we in Rumble? Oh, gold window tent, nice. I'm cheating. Alright, Hiya. Touched ball, guys. Did it. We did it! Almost made something resembling a human play. Kuro says, Rocket League seems so fun once you put in the time to be slightly above average. Yeah, I imagine it is. I don't... Whenever I get okay at anything, I always move the definition of average immediately. Because for me, average isn't the average player. It's the average player who's invested as much in the game as I have. Which means that I can never fucking win. It's like... I don't know. It feels defeatist in a way at times, but at the same time, it's like... I think being content with yourself is basically the end of improvement. So how about literally always be sad about your performance? No? That's also bad? Fuck, what do we do then? Thought I was a little bit faster than that. Is that fucking going somewhere? Get out of here. Saw some shit in my timeline the other day about how Smash 64 is the worst Smash, and it's basically a shitty anime fighter, which is not even a sequence of words that I know how to translate to meaning. Like, no, it's all grammatically correct English, I just don't know what it says. How's this playlist thing work? Well, it's a playlist that I have on my personal music player that plays songs that I have selected to be bangers or jams through an extremely involved classification system that involves putting all of my favorite soundtracks into one gigantic fucking playlist on shuffle, hitting skip when I don't like what I'm listening to, and then looking at an auto ratings plugin's results for however long I've been listening to music as part of my life. With a little bit of manual curation, of course. Cool internet, by the way. I believe I also included slappers in the heuristic. Thank you, Keegan, for pointing that out. Smash 64 can't be an anime fighter because anime didn't exist in 1964. Zogzer's posts radiate this energy that I don't like. I don't know how to quantify. I don't know why I thought that was actually going to end up in front of the goal. Then he did a half-assed little sideways challenge. Go. Get out of here. I don't really know what I thought was going to actually happen to that ball. That's shootable, though. Almost. That could be, close. Fuck! I'm really bad. 5TsSD says, Smash 64 just reminds me how much control convenience every future entry added, and how much more in control I feel in future entries. See, I feel that, but then I also realize that when I'm playing Smash 4, I have to shield stop to do fucking anything. And it's like sometimes you just want to initial dash and then pivot. Sometimes that's just what you want in life. Like, pivots are probably my favorite movement finesse in the Smash series. Like, I think as a 64 player, first and foremost when it comes to Smash, I think... Oh, okay! Anyway, I'm really excited for Ultimate because it's carrying the idea of good aerials and, like, strong ground movement back. Like, strong, simple, easy ground movement. It's like being able to do whatever the fuck you want out of run really is just like... It provides the same flexibility in terms of like attack variants that stuff like wave dashing and super long initial dash windows provide, but without having to deal with actually like controlling things in a way that's anything but naturally intuitive. Road-teching is overblown as fuck. It's gonna be super small window. But people forget Smash has 10 frame buffer for some reason. I don't need to deal with that. I might need to deal with that in a second. What is going on here? Okay, we're gonna get that out of here. Anyway, regarding Smash Ultimate, I have high hopes that it will be the first Smash Brothers game with online play. I'm really, really hopeful, despite myself. And apart from that, it's just like, I want shields to suck ass and I want aerials to be good. That's really all I want. I want shielding to be fucking terrible compared to every game that everyone likes. Make defense bad again. Make defense about good movement instead of fucking I did A when you thought I was gonna do B. Basing interactions around movement systems and fine fucking precise positioning is so much more interesting than you hit my shield with an aerial and now you go to fucking hell unless you're Fox or Falco. Or Peach, let's be fair. Oh, that's cute. Maybe I can practice with that. That's kinda... Yeah, me versus Super Jet, if I understand it correct. Oh, okay. That's good. Casual's not a broken format. What are you talking about? FD's SD says, I don't want it to be like 64 where you just don't block at all because then it's a useless function. I mean, I think you don't block at all is an oversimplification regarding 64, but I totally get what you mean. But like, I don't know, I like the idea of deep aerials leaving the attacker at least like ambiguous advantage, if not like guaranteed throw bullshit. Reminder that 64 actually is not that heavy on zero to depths. And that most of the easy, stupid-looking ladder combos are actually fairly straightforward to DI out of and have to be adjusted for that. Unless you're Captain Falcon. Unless you're using Captain Falcon's forward air, which is the most DI-able move in the fucking game, I swear to God. Yeah, the Falcon Mirror is... I mean, like, if you're using the bread and butter from 0%, like, forward throw F-air regrab stuff... I was floating there, what the actual shitting fuck? Coolest pinch ever, by the way. Oh. Why does that keep happening to me? But yeah, Falcon Dittos are played 6-stock in Peru, and I think that's a great explanation of how the matchup works in 64. I like Perfect Shielding being negative edge. I'm curious about how it's going to interact with multi-hit aerials. I think if aerials can be unsafe by design, just because you get like guaranteed fucking negative edge power shield shenanigans. I wanted to report them like mid-drive. If you fade back in a multi-hit, you can bait it. Yeah, if your character has the required aerial mobility to do that. Some characters are kind of fucked on airspeed, and it's like, alright, well, just space it carefully, asshole. Anyway, the AI is better than me. Look at this. Literally computer player. Imagine multi-hits on cross-up is gonna be godlike. Yeah, might be. Also, I know the blocking conversation is sort of over, but I infinitely prefer defensive options being outright bad to defensive options being good, except versus 3 characters. Like, if it's between blocking sucks always and blocking sucks versus Fox, Falco, and Peach, I'll take blocking sucks always every fucking time. Oh, that actually went in. Okay. Anyway, I still have an AI teammate, but I'm also 2 minutes into the game, so I don't want to really waste the drop chance. So. Dang. I'm excited. I think basically every system change that has been made for Smash Ultimate is something that, like, in a vacuum, I think is a good idea. So even if I can't quite visualize how some of the pieces are going to fit together in practice, I'm really excited to see what happens. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Next up, why all anime is bad. What are we doing here? So I got a human now. I don't know. I didn't notice when they joined, but I do have a human. I think that might have actually been kind of a block. I think I made contact. That was actually a pretty good pass. Alright, so we're just giving up possession, I guess. Fuck. Lefty's SD says, Smash 4 was very much Brawl, but not Brawl. Yeah, it's like Brawl, but we removed some of the dumber in retrospect stuff. Like, everyone knows that ground movement being super bad in that game was bad. That recoveries being super fucking automatic and ledges being better than the actual stage was bad. Etc., etc. Like, alright, so what if we take something that follows the same basic defensive structure of Brawl, and then just, like, take out all the irritating, annoying bits, and that was Smash 4? Which I was, like, fine with, because Brawl was interesting to me, but I couldn't, like, play it a whole lot personally because of how irritating those irritating aspects were. I don't know where the fuck that is going. You go, Fennel. You tried super fucking hard. Oh, we're so fucked. We're so fucked. Yes. Let's go. Ah! Wait, didn't this play like 20 minutes ago? Fuck it. It's playing again. Magic says Brawl without tripping and Meta Knight, but with Bayo. It fucking shocks me that people complain about Meta Knight so much in Brawl, but never talk about shit like the really weird jank chain grabs that were like weirdly common in like relevant matchups, or Snake as a character in general. Like literally every button on Snake is dumb as fuck. It is weird, man. Brawl was jank in a lot of fucking ways, and it's kind of sad that the jank has been immortalized as just lol Meta Knight tripping, because there are so many dumb things about that game. Wait, this car is interesting. It feels very Hot Wheels, which is something I'm kind of neutral on. Also, remember when everyone universally agreed that Bayonetta was gonna die after her nerf patch? Like, the entire community, and by that I mean all of Reddit, agreed that it was just gonna happen. Actually, I have something to say on that I think I've wanted to, like, articulate in a public fashion at least once before. Sorry. Sorry, Lynn. Listen, I didn't mean it. It's that stream monsters are not part of the community. They're not. If you don't play a game and you're not involved in like administering events for people who play the game in some capacity, you're not a part of the community. That's like full stop, dude. Team Spooky's in sub mode, live with it. Okay. Rudd says, fuck, I just got blown back. No, but did you see the guy who ported BB Tag made this big fucking post on Steam discussion boards about, hey, could you maybe please stop hacking our fucking games to play unfinished characters online, despite the fact that we just leave them in the fucking game and have no checks for online lobbies whatsoever? I mean, like, I respect the work that guy does, and it's one fucking dude. But, like, holy shit, man. It happens in literally every release. And my big issue with like Smash 4 structurally is that some characters just don't feel like they have tools at all. Like, you don't have moves that people fear. Like, you have a vague blob around your body in which people must be slightly mindful of whether you have an advantage or not, but you don't have like distinct particular tools that you use to like influence the pace of games. Like, what is Zard? What is that character? Oh, I thought I could go a little bit higher there. Kind of the same problem I have with Dragon Ball, where it's like your team as a unit is one character that starts having tools removed when you start losing characters. Like, single characters don't have pressure game plans. Hit has one low and it's 22 frames. He's got left, right. Who gives a shit? He's got one low. Actually, my big issue with Dragon Ball is just everything about neutral making no fucking sense at all, but that's a part of it too. Yeah, more lows than Silver Samurai. God bless you for that post, by the way. I had no idea that Capcom made a character that just doesn't have lows. That's amazing. That's going in. That is my fault, too. I should have been able to clear. Dang. Melee is weird, dude. I like Melee, but left hand kind of prevents me from playing it unless there's actually some kind of universal ruling on, like, ergonomic controllers being legal in the fucking game. Especially if all I've got in my house is the super stiff-ass Smash 4 GameCube controllers with the triggers that actually feel like they require multiple pounds of force to depress fully. It's like, I think I like the idea of Melee conceptually, but there are so many rough edges in it that come from the game. Literally, like, no part of the game's design is functioning as intended anymore. Literally no individual component still works. So the entire thing is a whole bunch of edge cases that coincidentally happen to work because humans have fucking physical limits. Oh no, man. It's like, I think that the options that wave dashing creates is cool. I also think wave dashing should be its own button, and you should be able to do it on the ground with that one button every fucking time. Just hold the direction and hit the button and you wave dash. I think all aerials should have better frame data by default instead of needing to be L-cancelled, regardless of the test of mechanical ability and the ability to recognize whether you're hitting a shield or whiffing and adjust your fucking timing accordingly. It's like all of the little things have very important effects on how the game is played, sure. But I don't like all of them. I think I like the basic, like, core loop of the game, but without a whole bunch of little irritating edge cases that warp it into something obnoxious. Like the entire concept of crouch canceling. Kieran, okay, Kieran? I think it's Kieran. Says, AJ Brawlhalla has that now. After a patch like 4 months ago, you get a grounded step dash as opposed to roll. Is it actually fun to play, though? Like, the most fun I had in Brawlhalla was unarmed because that's the only time when my character actually felt responsive to control. Like, crouch canceling solves characters. It's so fucked up. Imagine Roy in a game where there's no crouch canceling. Maybe then he wouldn't have to rely on literally just throw. Literally just throw and, like, spaced down tilt. You better not be AFK. Okay, so backfill down by 3 with 2.5 minutes to go. Are you going? Almost. Not really. I had to block that somehow, even if it was kind of ugly. Same for this one. Can I take a shot from here? Almost. I'm starting to slowly put the pieces together on improvising shot sequences, but it's tough. Kind of why I'm in casual today, I think. I think in casual it's easier for me to focus a little bit more on mechanics because people don't have an expectation of super tryharding. Yeah, Roy is I don't agree with the idea that Roy is conceptually broken, which is something that seems to have been popularized a lot. Oh man, don't let that roll in, please. Fuck. Like, I don't agree with the idea that hilt of the sword is conceptually broken. Also, my teammate is fucking gone. It's just that the character is solved by crouch cancel. Like, it reduces him to, like, 2-3 tools. And it's really fucking gross. Like, none of your aerials work, a very small subset of your ground normals work, and your thrall works. The Roy has like 4 tools. And they do 4 very specific things. Top tiers in Melee can do infinity things. Bro, without CT would still have trouble against floaties? Yeah, for sure, but I think that's okay. It's okay for characters to have weak points. If they don't have weak points, then why are there characters? Like, that's kind of a galaxy brain way of trying to phrase it, but like, literally, why did you bother to build different characters into your fighting game if they all fight, like, if they're all equivalent? It's like, it's a concept that I've heard talked about in roguelikes in particular as strategy headroom. The idea that all choices exist in a dichotomy between every choice gives you an equal chance of victory. So a choice that's cosmetic or entirely down to preference versus one choice is right and will always win, one choice is wrong and will always lose. Which is like, yes, this is super fucking dichotomous and not very, like, why even present the choice if one option always loses, except that it rewards knowledge. It rewards knowledge and experimentation in players who spend time working up the systems of the game. And it's like every choice kind of has to exist on that sliding scale somewhere, and the overall strength of choices in a game is going to fall somewhere on that scale. And so you get to stuff like, okay, so characters. Obviously you don't want some characters to just be wrong, but it's okay for some characters to lose sometimes. In fact, I think it's an inevitability in a system that's fucking interesting that some characters will lose sometimes. Or even a lot of the time. Like, there's always going to be top tiers unless you make a game with one character in it. Alright, I'm playing with an AI and they can't make shots like that. Anyway, that was a weird tangent. Roy sucks. I think characters are allowed to suck as long as they're still allowed to do something interesting. Like, as long as every character is fun to play, who gives a shit how strong any of them are? People are gonna pick the strongest fucking characters in tournament settings regardless. Even if the difference is 1 or 100%, it's still gonna happen. You can't stop your game from having top tiers, so don't let some nebulous concept of perfect balance influence the way that you design your fucking video game. Anyway, here's Redial. You've probably heard this in about 300,000 YTP MVs. If you haven't, I'd like to welcome you to the internet. It sucks here, please log off. Kieran says, you're always gonna have Timmy's, Spikes, and Johnny's. I have always fucking hated that MTG metaphor, because nothing about the naming suggests anything about what the fucking player motivations are. They're literally just fucking random, and so it's impossible to remember. Describe player motivation by using words to describe player motivation. Not by assigning everybody a cutesy fucking name and then expecting them to remember the motivation attached to it. I'm so mad. I think, and I've said this before, even on this exact topic, but it bears repeating, I think, because it's one of the things that I think influences my design philosophy more than anything else. It is 100 times more important for something to feel fair than for it to be fair. I think that's kind of an axiomatic thing. Like, I don't know if I can break it down at a lower level than that, and so I don't know if I can defend it in a way that's, like, rigorous or satisfying for somebody who doesn't like feel the same way. Oh, fuck, I'm bad. But, you know. I think there's value to that idea. Okay. Ian says, the only problem is that for bad players, zoning feels unfair, so Capcom makes SF5. I mean, fighting games have always had a really bad problem with focusing on, like, focusing on making mechanics friendlier and more rewarding on a surface level, while doing absolutely nothing to help with conveyance in any fucking form so people can actually feel like they're measurably improving in the game that they purchased for $60 plus fucking season pass. Conveyance is so goddamn important in fighting games because nothing about fighting games makes any fucking intuitive sense to people who play any other video game. Like, yes, give me fucking colored sparks to denote frame advantage or disadvantage. Give me fucking anything to explain the concept of advantage or disadvantage in the game other than me looking at it in fucking training mode and looking at the frame data that the game is generating. At best! That's the gold standard for design language to denote a concept that is central to playing fighting games at any level above mashing. And there's no design language to convey it during gameplay. Why are you like this entire genre? And so much shit is like that. You need to tell your players what the hell is going on. And no, the stupid looking icons that you have no legend for in the move list that denote move properties don't count either. Tekken. You know what did move lists right to a degree that I haven't seen yet? Fucking Virtua Fighter. Because Virtua Fighter is like, yeah, okay, so here's some moves that you got. Here's like, okay, you got a low, you got an exploitable low, you got an exploitable mid, you got like some pokes. Here's your game plan. You can use these moves in this combination to open up your opponent and then search the move list for moves with similar properties that function slightly differently to augment your game plan. And it's like, yay, you just gave me a fucking plan to improve. That's fantastic. Thank you so fucking much. Now what's an overhead? Anyway, other team just fucking forfeited, so. Nice DeLorean, by the way. Nana saying the DeLorean. Time travel back to EXE late, where the character was just worse. Okay, I'm gonna refill my water real quickly, and you might actually get to watch me do this while it happens. While I'm on the subject of conveyance in fighting games, now it's the most important fucking thing ever. Let's talk about simplified fighting games. They suck, all of them. They're all fucking terrible. And they will never get anybody into fighting games because they are all soulless fucking husks devoid of any joy. If you want to get people into fighting games, here's a fucking idea. Design, like, real fighting games. Or even better, because I feel like this is a concept that goes over a lot of people's heads, design games that aren't so fundamentally unfriendly to control from the perspective of somebody who is literate in traditional video games, with control systems that have had design language built up over the course of like 25 fucking years, and make games that test skills and engage players in the same way that fighting games do, without necessarily clinging to the entire idea of the fucking concept in the genre. Basically what I'm saying is I really wish the Sijie NT hadn't sucked. Yeah, a huge fucking win for Smash is its controls. The game has consistent design language for its controls, and it allows you to take knowledge from other fucking styles of game in. Nothing but fighting games controls like fighting games. Nothing. Back to block? Are you fucking serious? Like, why do you think Mortal Kombat and Soul Calibur are popular with normies? It's because they have a control scheme that makes sense. Not that back to block is inherently wrong, or even that it's, like, inherently... There's anything about it that makes it better for, like... There's anything about button block that makes it better for conveyance than back to block, although I feel like there might be. It's just that the entire rest of video games as a fucking medium has built up the concept of a block button. People understand that. It doesn't take them forever to work it out. They can remap it to where their muscle memory is fucking used to it being and just use it, and it's fine. Now, Mortal Kombat X is still dog shit, but that's a different problem. Get out of here. By the way, when I call games dog shit, including the games that you like and the games that I like, I'm talking specifically within a context of being approachable for newcomers and, like, actually having anything resembling good conveyance for their mechanics and intent. And that's, like, according to a scale that I made up, where 0 is like Jekyll and Hyde, and 10 is a perfect fighting game that doesn't exist that I just made up in my head. Also, somebody scored and then just walked away. Okay. FTSD says, that being said, part of the fun was learning fighting game stuff, but I can understand why people would be put off with it. It's... See, the weird thing about that for me is that, like... Obviously there are gonna be some people who see a big fucking rubber band ball of mechanics like a fighting game and be intrigued every single time, and they're like, I want to master this system because it is what fucking makes me happy when I engage with video games. Working out how systems function and how I can use them to my advantage is in my DNA. It's what I enjoy. And so it was kind of inevitable that when presented with fighting games in any sort of articulate fashion that I would inevitably get into them. But, like, even for those people, conveyance is fucking weird. I played Smash for a long time before I played any actual fighting game. I used to make jokes about Street Fighter being a 1D fighter because the ability to jump was completely irrelevant. That is a genuine belief that I held because the game was not clear to me from a spectator perspective or from the very small amount of time that I'd spent attempting to play it. Garbage AE netcode didn't help. To be fucking honest. It's possible for people to get the wrong idea even with the type of fucking brain that isn't put off by mechanics making no goddamn sense. Accessibility, as long as it doesn't come at the expense of, like, the ability for players to test their skill against one another. It's a win for everybody. And so when people resist stuff like fucking Dota adding stun timers so that you can actually see how long a goddamn stun is, it strikes me as tone deaf. That wasn't a fighting game example, but it's the most recent thing where I could see an improvement that is objectively better for learning the game, for quality of life, and for elevating the standard of play for all players globally through good conveyance. And people complained about it because they put in the hours and the people who were making use of stun timers didn't. There's an idea that you're casualizing the game if there's not a required 100-hour fucking thoughtless memorization investment. It's wild, dude. Raz asks why. This makes the game better, so I hate it. Because those people learned how to chain stun and fucking time CC so that you clip as little off the duration of the preceding CC as possible without the benefit of timers, and they did so by reading wikis or experimenting or what the fuck have you. That was the most disgraceful save I've ever seen in my entire life. And so, when this ability that they worked for is given to people who perceptually didn't work for it and don't have to think about it, when you don't have to time things in your head and you don't have to remember the duration of stuns and you don't have to think about when a stun landed outside of vision, stuff like that. When you take away those examples, even though it's purely a mechanics check for like a very, very small slice of a minigame that isn't really like... You could make an argument that it's not important to the core game loop, basically, but it's important to them. And so, when you remove something like that, it's like, wait, why am I bothering to invest in the game if you're just going to take away my reasons to invest? And it's like, it doesn't make sense from an outside perspective, but I empathize, I really do. I think it's a harmful mentality to have, but I understand where it comes from. Ashik says, give me frame data, please. Literally put Skullgirls training mode in any fighting game and make it even better. I'm like, that's a good start, sure. We should be looking for that as a baseline. But how about explaining the concept of frame data in literally any way outside of a dedicated fucking mode for, like, analysis for, like, players who have already decided that lab work is important to them? How about presenting the concept of advantage in any way in actual standard play? It's like NRS games can include frame data in the move list, and they can explain what frame data is in a fucking box off to the right. But you still have to look that information up. You still have to know that that information is available to be looked up to begin with. Even simple steps, like if you get counter hit X number of times or X number of % in a round, you get a fucking end of round tip that says, hey, maybe stop mashing on stuff that's plus. Even something like that exposes the existence of the concept of frame data at all to people. Because people don't even know that that fucking system is governed by advantage and disadvantage. People don't even know about frame data existing. Or why it would be important to learn it. You see this shit on fucking forums and image boards all the time, where any knowledge of frame data is immediately decried as nerd shit, or using less kind words. Because there's a perception that, like, why should I have to go into the fucking menus and memorize bullshit to know when I can hit buttons after blocking an attack? And I think there's validity to that. Why doesn't the game give you the information you need while playing the game? The answer is because fighting games are complicated, and if you try to fucking convey all the information at once, purely through play, then weird shit happens. You can pare down systems, and you can go as hard as you want for conveyance. But in the end, there's a lot of shit, and a lot of it makes a lot of sense, and you need some kind of legend or visual guide or some sort of pre-existing design language to help. But, like, at least try. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm really sad didn't hit the buzzer beater. Dodger says, how does your non-frame rate dependent fighting game work, AJ? There are no frames? If you have more frames, your inputs are faster. Yeah, because input is being pulled at that rate. I feel that. So, like, I think what would probably have to happen is that it worked off a consistent internal time base, but at the same time somehow does something weird to interpolate between fixed ticks. Like, I'm not an engine designer. I don't know. All I know is that I think a Skullgirl's operating at the smoothness of 144 Hertz, and something happens to my body. Also, there's something about, like, having clean divisions of seconds that makes interactions harder to easier to govern and easier to understand for players of any level, really. Like, if you gotta suddenly work on the basis of milliseconds and everybody's doing math out of 1,000 instead of out of 60. Wait, no, I'm talking to somebody who uses the metric system. Scratch that part. Draft that later. Oh shit, drop shot, nice. Alright, we got 3, they're all humans. That is charged with the wrong fucking color. Uh-oh. That shit up, let's go. You got lights, let's go. Hit that shit. Fucking spike it. You got lights. Another thing that tilts me with regards to fighting game accessibility is that tutorials are lauded. You get people praising the KI or Skullgirls tutorials, and it's like, yeah, alright. These tutorials are good at what they were designed to do, which is to teach you of the existence of techniques and how to perform them. They don't necessarily drill you to the extent that you will remember any of this information, or understand where to apply it, or even be able to consistently perform anything that you perform under the guidance of training mode while things are still in your short-term memory and in your muscle memory. But okay, go off. Skullgirls is a great training mode. It's so great for accessibility. It's so great. Like... See, Unist has a really, like... It's got a really good tutorial for what I think is, like, actual use cases, and, like, I don't know, explaining why you would want to do things. It even goes deeper than you'd expect going into, like, option selects and shit. I think it's probably the best one that I've seen so far, for sure. I don't really like the Rev tutorial. I think it's, like, it pretty much gives up at teaching people how to do Gatlings. Like, alright, we've taught you everything now. I like Rev's challenge mode a lot more, as trials mode or whatever the fuck it's called. Because it's a series of rapid drills on situations that you might recognize later. Hey, thank you very much. For a dude with the Prime subscription. Did you know with Amazon Prime you can throw away your money? They changed the tutorial from Rev to Rev 2, because I'm thinking of the irritating shit with the fucking balloons and Jacko's, dumb little fucking minion things. Or dude, maybe after 5 more years I'll give you $5 more. Well, it's much appreciated, dude. I do appreciate it. I don't know how to say those words without them sounding fake, but I fucking promise they're genuine. He says the problem with Skullgirls' tutorial is that it's part of an obnoxious game to learn. I think that's true to an extent. Oh yeah, I do remember the extra design tutorial. Yeah, it was like this cute little voiced thing where everybody was explaining fucking fighting game mechanics. I'm gonna be honest, I think BlazBlue's ass. I think BlazBlue's ass, and I think BlazBlue's Conveyance especially is super ass. But I find its fully voiced fucking in-character tutorials super cute. I think that game is doing exactly what it needs to be doing to appeal to its fucking base, and I have a lot of respect for that. Aw, I spiked it. A lot of things in Skullgirls are not to my taste, but I have a lot of respect for Mike Z for basically just making the video game he wanted to make with pretty much zero reservations. And the fact that the Z engine is probably the most technically capable fighting game engine, like, ever? Yeah, dude's kind of obnoxious on Twitter sometimes, but I don't know. I think Skullgirls is cool, at least. Get out of here. we're getting backfilled, but I have one missing. Michael Zuckerberg. Nearly spiked it into a fucking hole. Okay, so we got panels lost. Man, high-level drop shot must look fucking sick. Gotta look that up sometime. Anyway, have I been mad online enough about fighting game design yet? I guess it's gotta happen. We were getting chipped away at for a very, very long time. How do you get there so fast? Just hypercharge the fucking ball. Fuck. AJ, if all you do is complain about fighting games, why don't you make your own? I really fucking should, honestly. The issue is that games are fucking hard, and I actually have a lot of respect for that. Oh, okay. Like, I'm not interdisciplinary enough yet to take on the workload alone, and I wouldn't want to drag anybody in this apartment into it because I'm a fucking neurotic piece of garbage. Something I definitely want to explore at some point. Preferably very soon, but my resources are limited and I am kind of a dumbass. So, you know. Did we just... Oh, the slowest fade imaginable? It's a good remix, though. Yeah, I'm actually mad comfortable out here. I can get a little bit louder without disturbing people. Chilled as fuck because the AC is actually on and the air actually circulates in here. I am living large, dude. It's alright. We're doing okay. What's up on Twitter? Let's actually cue for the fucking video game first. Aura asks, did you move your battle station out of the war room? I did. It is now right in front of the kitchen counter, which is like right there behind me. No, the Bullet Jolly Ranchers isn't in frame anymore because I cropped my camera. Oh well. Anyway, it just works better for me out here, like, considerably. And Kuro mentioning Pocket. Pocket is so fucking weird. Wait, why didn't you just switch us to a 2v2 game instead of backfilling the threes game containing 4 human players, 2 on each team, with 2 AI? What is wrong with casual mode? The backfill behavior in this mode and the way bot replacement happens makes no fucking sense. Did I get it over him? For real? I am taking the shot now. That was so stupid. Doctor says, I can give you a game where rectangles kill each other, but that's about it. Yeah. I'm sure some of my old fucking Game Maker projects are still floating around the internet somewhere under an unbelievably cringy name. That's my true name, by the way. If I reveal it, then you get my soul. I've screwed around with game projects before, sometimes in like scope large enough to be reasonably proud of if the whole thing wasn't a piece of shit and I hadn't originally planned for a way larger scope and then gave up later. And also, graphing calculators. Anybody heard of Axe Parser? Hands up for Axe Parser. No? Nobody? Alright. The fucking weird... So it's a compiled language, right? It's like, alright, TI Basic kind of sucks shit and doesn't do a lot and doesn't do it very quickly. So we're gonna trust you guys with the ability to understand what a pointer is, but abstract a whole bunch of common operations into not necessarily super optimized, but close enough assembly equivalents. And then give you a TI Basic-like way, TI Basic-like syntax for accessing all of this. Anyway, that's how I met my boyfriend. Weird story. Long story. Not interesting either. Think a little bit more. Oh, what are we doing here? Okay. Yeet. So, I'll just go over this because I don't want to communicate. Video games rating 100%. What's up, gamers? I love the fucking level 1 defense tactic of just slamming yourself into the wall with hopefully the ball in between you and the wall so that it just goes somewhere that is not roll in front of the goal. Actually, probably a level 2 defensive technique because it requires awareness of the fact that when the ball is in front of the goal, people can shoot. So AJ, the car. It's alright. Feels kinda Takumi, I think? I don't know. Anyway, I don't think I like it over Dominus, but I do like it a lot more than a lot of bodies that I've tried recently. At this point, I'd probably use it over Breakout, I'd use it over Takumi, I'd use it over, what am I thinking of? Samurai. By the way, selling TW Samurai XD. Three keys or equiv. Ashix asks, wins a ball-shaped car? Go look up Rocket League Scarab. As in the Scarab Beetle. And that wasn't a save. Are you sure about that? Thanks for the boost, I guess. Bro asks, wins a car-shaped ball? That I cannot answer. That question radiates with powerful, forbidden energy. I think Keeg might be asleep. He's not complaining about my choice in Outrun songs. No, he's literally always here to complain about, like, literally anything over Magical Sound Shower. I think Magical Sound Shower is actually on here, too. God, I should have done the fucking power slide roll recovery thing there. I told you it was Magical Sound Shower. I fucking told you. What are we doing here? I shouldn't go for that. Nothing good is happening there. Fuck. Okay, that's okay. It was... They suck anyway. It's fine. I should actually fucking play Outrun 2 again sometime soon. A good-ass game. I've been treating myself to good games lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed. It's a gradual process. I'm about to play about 14 really bad games in very quick succession, so I'm trying to load up while I still can. By the way, Kusoge vacation calendar in literally 1 week. 1 fucking week. So, like, mark your calendars, I guess. FTsSD asks, so is Mortal Kombat Advance in that robot? And I can neither confirm nor deny this information. It's a surprise. That's the point. If I don't get to know what any of this shit is, neither do any of you. Dogzer asks, why is it a vacation calendar though? You don't have a job? I'm taking a vacation from playing good video games. You don't have a job, I'm fucking mad. I am angry. But that's really good on encoding, huh? Hey, what if motion estimation just didn't work? Whee! I fucked it up. You're sitting in goal, I guess. I don't know. I don't have any boost. Nice. Good work, Lynn. There's a reason you're my favorite. TSFD says, AJ probably collects swords for a living. That's the secret. I'm too fucking broke to collect swords. Also, they're better on women anyway. Not going to lie. Some people try to lose weight to look good wearing nothing. I try to lose weight to look good wearing a sword. They're fucking good weapons, that's all I'm telling you. Roger says AJ collects bad decisions. That is the truest thing anyone has ever said about any of my hobbies. I touched the ball, guys! Get it again! Oh no, wait, can somebody shoot? Ah, fuck. I was totally uncontested, I think. I should have just let it happen. That might center, though. Almost. Hey. Long fade out? This is the only fucking song I like by this artist, but I really like it. I showed Frey this and he apparently shotgunned the entire discography and now fucking loves it. Ah. Wait, shit. I've let everyone down and betrayed my country, motherfucker. Just walk it in, baby. What is it, the fucking summer event trail? The water shit? Daryl, I just want to let you know that I think you have some of the worst taste emotes in emotes on the entire website. They are all so fucking bad. Fucking Miss Pac-Man ass poggers. Horrible fucking hell site. That was close enough, right? Oh. I tried my hardest. So did you, presumably. Oh, I don't remember which way it's fucking turning. Literally everyone went for it and no one did anything useful. Hey, no save credit because you're full of shit, actually. Where's that going? Probably nowhere good. I have abandoned my team in their time of need and should die. I thought that was, like, free. Oh, okay. Alright, now I understand everything now. I don't know what that was for either. Just kind of go in a direction and don't worry about it too much. Gotta wait. Gotta remember to wait on the half flip until, like, you're actually upside down before switching directions. TZSD says, also AJ found I could use N-side, it's Higan but configured like BeastNez balanced to have better performance and push lower latency options. Is that Bu's new thing where he was like trying to do like a clean easy mode standalone version of Higan? I read about that on his Twitter but didn't know it had a name. Branch of Higan, okay. That's a thing he's definitely doing. I don't know if that's what it's called, though. Inside might be something completely different.
60 seconds left on the clock.
Be complementary to the Higan core made for weaker systems, but still high accuracy. Okay, okay. Yeah, because I'm guessing you can't do. I'm guessing you can't do 3-frame run ahead on BeastNez. Kind of takes a spaceship to manage that. Why are you like this? That counts as centering, right? Sort of. Wow, we're actually got there. FTSD says, yeah, until I get my Ryzen 7 later this year, that's not a thing. Jealous, by the way. Out here on the fucking i7 4790, no K. Wrong socket for literally everything on Earth. Oh. That was like my one chance to do the thing that I did 500 times in training mode, and I just didn't do it. It's my B&B. I never fuck it up. Oh, God. Okay, so regarding latency options in RetroArch, so frame delay is basically you can set a time where, like, basically RetroArch will just stall for some set amount of time each frame to make sure that when it renders whatever fucking frame, it's closer to the actual, like, refresh of your monitor, and so you get very, very small, incrementally lower lag. And then there's the run ahead bullshit, which I've explained at length on Reddit and can't be asked to do again. At least not right now. But basically, the idea behind run ahead is RetroArch, when you hit buttons, RetroArch goes back in time and hits those buttons in the past, then shows you the result in the future, which is the present. Except that it's actually doing this all the time, and there's save states involved, and it's weird to explain in a way that makes intuitive sense to somebody who doesn't understand, like, rollback netcode or something like that, but it's basically, if you're familiar with, like, GGPO. Oh, wow. Nice! The worst painted Halo. And a crate. But yeah, basically it's designed for cutting off frames of input lag that are internal to the game, where like even on hardware, if you push a button, it would respawn 2 frames later. You can use run ahead to put your button presses 2 frames in the past, basically, to counteract that. It's wild. Yeah, it's time travel, basically. King's got it right. And yeah, the reason I show RetroArch to the ends of the fucking earth is because it has the only audio-video synchronization model that makes any fucking sense, and out of the box, it's better on latency than, like, almost anything else on Earth. And you can configure it to be better than better in latency than original fucking hardware, which is like authenticity in one direction or another. Sure, whether that's valuable to you depends on context, but cool for stuff like Netplay for sure. Yeah, Orange Halo. I fucking hate it. Look at this. Cheetos Halo. Mad about it. This is good shit though. That's the good shit. Real though, if nobody is like, if you've never experienced like super fucking responsive emulation, you either just go grab RetroArch, set up your fucking frame delay, set up your fucking run ahead however you like, or don't, because it's probably blowing out whatever emulator you're using just on default settings, as long as it's in full screen with hard GPU sync on. And just appreciate everything responding like literally at the speed of thought. It feels cool as fuck to play on. FTSD says, I do windowed hard GPU sync and it's still amazing. I mean, it probably works pretty well for that, but I mean, you may or may not be aware of this, but I'm just going to explain it for the benefit of anyone who might not, that windowed mode anything on Windows carries some pretty significant display lag just because the whole fucking desktop is triple buffer V-synced and there's no way to turn it off anymore. Unless you are on Windows 7 with Arrow off, that's something you gotta worry about. A lot of people think borderless windowed is the same as full screen. It's just fucking slower and shittier. Put your games in full screen, especially ones where mouse feel matters, because that's where input lag is most fucked up IMO. You'll feel the difference, I swear to fucking God, promise. For streaming, I have to have it. I'm interested to know what kind of setup you have, because I can record RetroArch in full screen with no problems. If you're interested in working that out later, hit me up, because I've been pretty comfortable in full screen mode, streaming what the fuck ever for a while. I remember I used to have an issue where, like, RetroArch, like, when the title of the window changed while switching cores, game capture wouldn't rehook, and it was kind of ugly. But you can change stuff regarding the matching mode that works that out. I'm less mad online today than I thought I was gonna be, actually. Like, I got heated, but I don't think that was mad. I'm passionate about fighting games. I'm only angry because I feel like people don't understand why it's important that we try to do better. Like, why would you not want things to be better? Why is your first instinct when looking at stuff not how you can make it better? Why you want to fuck the robot? Could have turned mid-flight there. Crash into the dude, but not the ball. Sure, everything's gonna be fine. Okay, you're trying to hold that for some reason. We might be pushing up. I don't know if you can beat that. Yeah. I don't like it. Also, I forgot how to half flip, but it didn't matter anyway because that shot was wild. What the fuck was that? Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm getting the ranks where you get people like that every once in a while who like are either on their way up or have really bad game sense but really good mechanics. It's weird as hell seeing that happen to me in games. It's like, oh, you're from another planet. I'm so fucking sorry. They just walked out on me. Why? Tunnel, why did you do this? Anyway, shout out to me being a piece of garbage who unironically put Pendulum on the stream playlist. Rip VOD possibly? I don't know. I don't think I've had VODs die to Pendulum yet. Bro says, I forgot how good RetroArch feels just reinstalled. It also recently, if you've tried to use it before but got put off by the controller-centric UI, you might want to look into it again because there's a in-progress native Windows GUI for it now that like works a little bit more like it's not like Launchbox and shit anymore. It's like you can literally pick your files or pick titles from your libraries in like a native window using your fucking mouse. My god, he just got over me. I'm garbage right now. It's a good fucking framework for emulators. LibRetro's really good. Important as hell. Fuck. I had a controller already, so it didn't bother me, so I'll look into it. Yeah, I use the controller UI anyway. I don't use the library feature, though, because the library feature still has some fucking issues with, The library feature still has some issues regarding, like, ROM hacks and stuff, because it wants exact checksums. So, like, if you've got ROMs with intros, or ROMs that have been patched, or ROM hacks... Those of you configuring RetroArch for the first time, by the way, I have two suggestions to make. Go to hotkey configuration, find the place where escape makes RetroArch close instantly with no prompt, and turn it the fuck off or rebind it to something else or nothing. And then if you frequently have power outages, if your PC is unstable for whatever reason, find the fucking setting that has you automatically write SRAM to disk every X seconds, which is disabled by default. And set it to something sane like 1 minute or so you never lose too much progress. If you're like me and you clean exit the emulator every time, it doesn't matter. But it's disabled by default because a lot of devices have SRAM saved to like SD cards and stuff. And a lot of games will thrash the SRAM like once per frame, which means you're writing to an SD card 60 times per frame, and the fucking thing just chugs like no tomorrow. I literally do not understand how anyone can use Higan with its stock UI. It's crazy to me. It's like, no, I understand that you believe that the cart format is important for preservation and accuracy. I get it, I understand. I still think it is dumb as fuck that you want me to use it. My man, I got my ROMs off the fucking internet. Oh, I'm almost good, but... That would have been so sick. Oh shit. Wow. Actually got bodied. This is free as hell. Nice sound, by the way. Literally louder than me, perhaps? I think a lot of my volume previously came from my fucking bass, which I think was overpowering. I actually EQ'd a lot of the bass out of my voice. I don't know if anybody noticed the difference necessarily, but I sound clearer to my own ears on both speakers and headphones. Oh. So it's something I'm keeping. I don't like the over-processed radio sound anyway. I feel like a lot of streamers and video producers do that shit, and it's fatiguing on the ears for me, especially if you want to tune in for like a marathon session. So I just do what I've got to do to keep my volume somewhat consistent in a way that isn't like Ear Destroyer. What's up, guys? My name's Ouija the God. and I spend 14 hours a day stealing other people's content. I don't know, it sounds like you might be making a call out. Oh yeah. Better fucking believe it. So, I'd call today's test a pretty resounding success. I feel mad comfortable in here. Might start doing random camless streams more often, just like whenever I'm fucking playing a random video game. I play random video games in bursts from like 10 to 40 minutes, so it feels weird to start up a stream for something like that. Which is why I don't do it usually. But I sort of feel like it I sort of feel like I should. When did I put Neo Turf Masters in here? Nice. Apparently past me has really good fucking taste. Current me, of course, has the objective best taste possible, but... Okay, so does that count as team play? Took a shit out. Take the shot! Bang! The dragon. Oh, we're just not doing stuff? Wow! That was fucked up, actually! Wow. Are you trying to save stuff? Whoops. Didn't double jump. In the words of our Lord and Savior, Safety XD, didn't jump high enough, lol. Anyway, I'm the fucking best. I'm literally godlike and y'all can hold that. Get out of here. Doesn't count as a turtle goal, and I feel like I kind of got robbed. Right, you got it. I believe in you. You didn't got it. I wanted to believe so fucking badly in that pinch. Oh. Laura asks, is there a reason you chose cam over boost or XD? I don't know how to drive. That's the reason. Tried to fucking tap it in, but guess not. Majestic, truly. Anyway, now they fucking score. That was like some kind of Rocket League mating ritual. Huh. That's interesting. They used a side roll for that. That's why I have POV replays on from Box Mod. I think it's valuable to see how other people are making their shots. Or like what something looked like for a defender in some cases. On the layout. Oh shit, I am totally doing that. Well, layout's modular, so I can also just do this. I'm dumb as shit, thank you for pointing that out. That's probably pretty important information for people who give a shit about Rocket League, which is absolutely none of you. Oh, I can't see if ball cam is on. Oh, don't worry, I'll make sure that we have parity here. There we go. No, I don't know either. Honestly, there's no fucking reason I should have the indicator on. I think I was just like, I had it on while I was relearning toggle cam because I used hold ball cam for a while. I never look at it, that's for sure. I don't know what camera mode I'm in ever, actually. It's just like, I know when I need to be in the other one. That's about as deep as it goes. Nice pinch, dude. Oh yeah, also my teammate fucking left and I didn't notice. I just have to look for a nameplate that isn't a sword girl and I can instantly identify bots. Close. Precisely engineered pinches. Oh, that's what's going on. I'm fucking pissed. I just realized. So I have a, I got a filter set up that highlights every message with AJ, Tyrone, or Tyrone Sama. And it lights it up in purple so I can see if somebody's trying to get my attention. And I just realized that it's picking up fucking Tyrone W. Fucking mad. I wonder if there's an exception that I can use for that, actually. I think I've actually decided that I like Tyron over Tyrone as, like, if I'm gonna be referred to by an alias, like if I go to events again, I'll sign up as Tyron instead of Tyrone. It feels just removed enough from the actual name to feel appropriate to me. Fuck, I'm so bad. I'm sorry I failed you, Nanase. Raz asks, what does a W stand for? The W is just a thing that happens on Twitch, I guess. I don't know what the first face emote was, but there was some fucking face emote with it that was just streamers named W, and it popularized that style of emote. Did I actually make a fucking shot? How am I the best player alive, actually? Go for it, dude. Oh no. Literally everything went wrong. It is up to me to save the world. Fuck. Alright, what the hell was I gonna do? I was gonna do something, but I completely forgot what it was I was supposed to be doing. Instead, I'll check why my fucking notification LED is flashing. Oh, I have 20 fucking notifications on Twitter because I spent the entire morning tweeting about how anime is fucking terrible. Oh. That tweet got a little larger than I expected. Not large enough to be actually, like, large, but more than I expected, I guess. I was super mad online this morning because I'm kind of pissed off at niche hobbies that I have being almost financially obligated to cater to people who are addicted to pornography and can't go more than 45 seconds without being sexually stimulated in some way. I am talking about Dead or Alive players. No, I'm just kidding. I am talking about people who are upset that Dead or Alive has announced intent to focus less on fan service and ditch some of the ridiculous skimpy costumes. But I am also talking about a fuck ton of anime fans and a fuck ton of video game fans and a fuck ton of people who cross over from those two demographics and spend a lot of money. Hey Tyrone, somebody, did anybody ever tell you that showing open contempt for your audience is usually a bad thing? Nah. Ashrix asks, so gacha players? Gacha's like a containment genre because on a scale from like 1 to 10 in terms of gameplay, where like 1 is Neko Atsume and 10 is like, I don't know, what's the game with the most gameplay that you can think of? I defaulted to Etrian Odyssey for some reason, and I don't think that's accurate, but I think it's like, it's close maybe? Anyway, on a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is 0 gameplay and 10 is a whole fuck ton of gameplay, even the best gacha games that exist cap out at like a 3. Like, the gameplay is 100% a hollow shell to sell fucking premium currency, and it's never different no matter how deep into game progression you actually get, so... Most gameplay overall is shmup, says Keegan. Alright. So 1 is Neko Atsume, and 10 is Doronpachi Daifukatsu Black Label. Then, yeah. Even the most active fucking gacha games hit like a 3 on the scale of actually having gameplay. So it's like, it's literally a game genre for people who don't even actually want to play a video game, which is like, okay, sure. So they're exploiting legal loopholes on what is and isn't gambling to basically create unregulated casinos with no accountability and victimize countless fucking vulnerable populations, but they're not fucking with video games in the sense that I mean when I say please stop catering to people who cannot stop consuming pornography. They have different problems. Shit I mean by this is people who are like, nah, fan service literally only makes games better. I can't imagine a situation in which fan service would run counter to a game's intended message, aesthetic, or emotional beats. Out here eating paint as long as it's got my waifu on the front. Okay, Black Label range is 10, fine. I'll accept that. Ah, shit. Haley says, thank you for the cans recommendation. They sound fucking amazing. Still figuring out how to affix the level here smoothly. I think the ones you got may have been intended to be lapel mics, which is what I would probably recommend for people who, like, if you can't get to a mod mic yet, then it's probably your option. Don't buy a headset, by the way. Never buy headsets. And I will show the Super Lux HD 668Bs until the end of time unless you are a Supreme bass head, because for, like, $40, they are some of the highest quality headphones you can get in that price range, and they are also reasonably comfortable and can have their earpads replaced to be even more comfortable. Oh, fuck. I figure I'll just let him hang up the Super Lux for now and just deal with slightly swinging mic. That might be fine. Remember that motion is, like, easily picked up, though, so you might have to rethink that. You can jury-rig at things a lot of ways, just as long as the microphone works. Like, I recommended, like, $10 lavalier mics as a very temporary solution until you can get something that you might actually be happy with, so, yeah. Will says, I'm looking at a mod mic, but a blue snowball may fall into my lap in the near future. The blue snowball is like... It is a baseline competent USB desk microphone. Like, if you're gonna get a USB microphone, there's probably no reason to spend on more than a blue snowball, and a blue snowball, like, standard version. Blue snowball ice is kind of obnoxious with regards to gain control in ways that are stupid limiting, and also doesn't sound super great. But anyway, it is, however, a condenser mic, and being a condenser mic, it, like, your vocals might sound a little bit warmer, a little bit cleaner for sure, but, like, oh no, everybody? There we go. but it's also definitely not like a headset profile microphone. It will pick up noise because that's what it's designed to do. Whether that noise is wanted or not. What are you doing? So if you can't like control your environment, or you can't use like signal processing, or don't want to use signal processing for every single voice application, like condenser microphones are not for everyone. Dynamic microphones can be placed closer to your face, which can reduce the amount of room noise and ambient bullshit they pick up. But they also require amplification because they're fucking quiet, and if you amplify them, they go back to picking up noise again, so... Proximity effect is a real thing. Sometimes you don't want to eat your microphone because it'll end up manifesting as a really weird range of frequencies or unnatural boomy bass. Anyway, bottom line is like, hot mic's pretty good for most people. Think about whether you actually want a desk mic before purchasing one, but if it's going to fall into your lap for free, that's a tough cost-benefit analysis for sure. Ellie says, my only wishes right now is a little more bass. I'm a bit of a bass head, but I don't know how much of one. Look into, and you might want to clip this one because you may not remember right away, Equalizer APO and a interface for it called Peace. P-E-A-C-E. Equalizer APO and Peace as in opposite of war. They are global system-wide EQ for Windows that hooks into the enhancement system. And you can boost your bass from there in ways that may not feel super proficient, but it's what I did for a while, at least, when I was using those cans myself. That's for anybody who wants decent EQ Windows-wide, by the way, not just in their music program of choice. Alright, gotta swap fucking... God, I'm projecting like a motherfucker today. I'm like, we're going full theater mode. I feel like my monitoring is quieter than usual. But it's a little scratchy, so I'm gonna grab some more of this, you know, the life-sustaining fluid called fucking water, and... be right back in a couple seconds.
Sitting in the back seat of my car.
Alright, video games. I don't know when I stopped using my BRB screen. I feel like I want to do away with just like the actual screen itself and just do like a small overlay.
Nothing around, just the trees and the ground.
Philips SH3 for 3950 IEMs, and I've yet to test them out, but I've heard good things. Yeah. Now that it's so fucking cool out here, honestly, since I moved setups, I actually don't think I need to switch headphones at all. Like, I'm not sweating at all, and the fucking Bayer Dynamic DT770 80 ohm model been treating me very well. It's a good set of cans. The lower ear pads work a lot better when you're not, like, sweating on the fabric like a fucking gorilla. Testing the mic out for via Discord input sense test right now. Seems to not be too swingy. I hope it works out for you. Okay, so Haley came to me like, hey, looking for microphone and headphones, $50 budget. And I said something along the lines of, get the Superlux HD668B, which is like $40, and then spend the rest on an absolutely garbage mic until you can get a mod mic. Because you try to like evenly split and get like $25 mic and $25 headphones, you might be okay with the headphones. There's no fucking way you'll be okay with the mic long term. Oh man, somebody shoot. Shit. Audio's wild. I think I've bought 3 pairs of Superlux over the years. I believe one of them belongs to Frey right now, then 2 of them are in storage. They are some of my favorite budget cans ever because they isolate really well. Stock ear pads are pretty comfy, and they have really, like, they're light on bass for sure. It's very understated bass. Not very, but noticeably understated bass. But they have a really clean high end, actually. Like, for $40 headphones, they do pretty well for themselves. And it says, having coconut Red Bull, I'll let you know how it tastes. Oh man. Uh-oh. Fucked it up. It says, here's a funny story from work. He just started having to write on cards when he started and finished each department. My manager just kind of looked at me funny when I turned in my card because I wrote my times down in 24-hour time. Nice. Yeah, I'm continually caught between, like, man, I feel like I should make the effort to be able to smoothly convert from freedom units to normal human units. Just because normal human units are literally better. But it's a skill that I would use literally never. Like, I only ever have to use metric when I'm explaining to fucking anyone outside of the US how goddamn hot it is and where I'm currently living. And that's something Google Translate will do for me. Wait, Google Translate? Google. Not Google Translate. That is not a function of Google's language translation software. You are an asshat. Morning. Hopefully it wasn't too loud for Ethan in there sleeping. There's a wall between us, and I don't think I'm projecting that badly. Am I mad loud? Okay. Wait, here's the only song in Sonic Spinball for, like, almost everyone who played it as a child. Toxic Caves is the only table. What are you talking about? Spike that shit out of here. Then sort of attempted to make a shot afterwards, but didn't really happen. I left work because you can just sit in front of the ball and that's blocking it. Dang. That was kind of fucking telegraphed, though. I should have gone higher and tried to tap it in from a different angle. Really, really basic aerial taps aren't real shots anymore for me. Pop this up in front of the goal. Nah. Gecko says, no, the only music in Sonic Spinball is the options menu on an emulator. So here's a fucking tip. If you don't have at least some kind of low pass on your sound when you're emulating Genesis, the highs are gonna be unbelievably fucked up. Because that's just how the hardware is. Gonna have to get used to movement in my periphery out here. It's like the one thing is that I'm not isolated anymore. I am. Wait, I got put into a game for training? Oh, I guess I just got in fast. Anyway, I actually like the Sonic Spinball Options music because I've heard it on hardware, where it sounds correct. Wow. That really looks like I should have gone in. Get out of here. Just fucking go, dude. Alright. Did you know Kath drives a fucking van? Wait, no, that was S. Called her a big van. No, it was Kath. Fuck. Oh my goodness. Nice Rick and Morty accessories, you fucking waste. Time to shine, boys. I literally miss that challenge every single time because I'm a waste of space. Well, you see, if I position myself as far away from my team as possible, I lose every fucking time. Alright, weird sequence. That might actually center on its own. Nah, not enough power. He asks, AJ, should I borrow with a full interface with Peace yet? It doesn't really make a huge difference, but the simple interface is fine for basic adjustments, which is what you're doing. So you can just boost up your bass by however much you want to, however much you want for it to feel natural. I went for like kind of a rolling off 3 dB gain of 4 frequencies in the range of like 150 and below, I think. I don't distinctly remember. And then what you want to do to make sure is like, okay, so conventional wisdom for equalizing is that you want to equalize down, not up to prevent clipping. But you can get around that. You can equalize up in the way you actually want to and like save yourself kind of a pain in the ass. If you just make sure you set a negative preamp of like a decibel or 2 on the top of the UI, so that your output overall comes out a little bit quieter to compensate for the fact that your bass may be louder and therefore might clip through clipping protection. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. On system-wide EQ on Windows, you're looking for equalizer, APO, and peace, as in the opposite of war, for a interface for it, since APO is kind of unfriendly. Personally, I stopped using equalizers just because I feel like when I'm using an equalizer, I obsess about sound way more than I should. Like, if I just leave it alone, I don't have to worry about it too much, but as soon as I start tweaking things, I'm like, am I tweaking it correctly? For a long time, I've been meaning to do some kind of OBS audio masterclass thing. Well, not exactly masterclass, I'd hesitate to call myself a master for sure, but like, just all the stuff that I've picked up over a couple years of trying not to sound like absolute fucking garbage in OBS, and now that OBS actually has like usable fucking audio meters that show human ranges for stuff, I think it's a lot more attainable for me to teach people how to make their streams not sound like shit, which is a goal that I'd like to pursue because I'm tired of tuning into streams and for the audio balance being absolutely fucking horrible and blowing out my ears while somebody's mic is completely inaudible. I'm bad. Honestly, In my experience, as far as like first impressions of a stream, audio matters way more than video anyway, so... And like, it's hard stuff, especially if you don't really know how to trust your ears or your listening device. Bang. It kinda centered though, that could be a shot in the fucking mirror dimension. I'm so sad. And it says, AJ, this coconut Red Bull is fucking horrible. Well, geez, I could have told you that. You're drinking Red Bull. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Alright, wow, that was an enormous clusterfuck. It says, it tastes like shampoo. Holy shit. That's a different taste than I was imagining, though. Shampoo. Did it at least taste like coconut shampoo? Don't ask why I know the taste of shampoo, dude. We've all been there. No one is judging you. Okay, it didn't fail to block the buzzer beater into overtime. I kinda wish I was Merc for this game so we could just be 3 Mercs. And it says, it's like fake coconut. It is extremely likely that that's what it is. Alright, so I'm gonna swap back to Dominus really quickly and see how I feel about it after playing a whole day on Masamune. I play that Masamune though. I keep it around. Twinzer's a piece of shit. I bought TW Samurai and then never played with it. TW Merc is like 2 keys. I wonder why. This is from the Genesis title, The Hybrid Front, I believe. I don't know if it's got to be The Hybrid Front. It's a weird little strategy game. I don't know a whole lot about it other than the fucking OST slaps, like, hard. The reason my now playing display sometimes oscillates between displaying game names and displaying artists is because it picks the shorter one to make sure that things actually stay on the fucking screen. Because a lot of my game rips are tagged with multiple artists, like 6 or 7 artists per track, to the extent where, like, if that was displayed on stream, it would be useful to no one. So this thing definitely feels heavier. Got bumped. If you're like a genuine bass head, by the way, and like EQ and doing it for you, if you use Fubar 2000, which is my personal favorite music player, then you want to look into, wow, that actually went in somehow. Look into the plugin Real Bass Exciter. It's what I use for, ironically, bass boosting Nightcore on stream, but it's also a very proficient bass boost plugin. Like, sure, it's got knobs labeled with shit like harmonic energy, but the results you actually get when you dial things in well are pretty good. I'm not a huge bass head, but I gotta admit I can understand the appeal. Get this out of Orange's hands and try to give my teammate space. Sayaka crashes into me. Part of a miscommunication. Why are you running? Jesus, this is the most bronze exchange I've had in months. So regarding Fubar 2000, the big reason I use it personally is because I listen to a lot of game soundtracks, and Fubar has... Oh my god, please don't choke. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Fubar has plugin support for reading directly from game rips from places like Zophar's Domain, which means that you can get lossless game soundtracks for maybe like 1/500th of the size that MP3s would be, because it's literally like emulating the fucking audio bits of the game, and it's happening in your music player. So it's got to work off a much smaller set of instructions. It's cool as fuck, actually. The other reasons I use it is because it's got pretty much unparalleled UI customization. It's got a very natural tagging interface. I don't know if I'd recommend it out of the box. Like, if you're going to use something out of the box and never modify it in any way, I think I'd recommend, so I would recommend everyone tag their music library correctly. That's not something I consider optional. So, assuming you're doing that or have an interest in doing that, and you want a music player that isn't quite focused on customization so much as working perfectly out of the box, then I'd look into MusicBee or Quad Labette. But Fubar has so many fucking features that can be added via plugins that I can't imagine life without it. So there's my daily show for my music player. In fact, one of the things that my music player does is it actually fucking puts these, it puts the text of my now playing songs into a fucking text file so I can work with it as part of an OBS script. That you can see it on screen right there. Anyway, if you're looking for lighter weight players, I did recommend Quad Labette because it has an extremely good tagging interface and otherwise does a very good job of organizing tagged libraries in a simple and presentable way. If you want something dead fucking simple and you're used to playing your music from folders like a fucking heathen and absolutely refuse to switch... Oh shit, I'm in Rumble on old Neo Tokyo. Then I suggest Boom, which is like the simplest and stupidest music player I've ever seen in my life. It's like it literally has no features. If that's what you want out of a player, go for it. Oh wow. Jesus. Save it! Oh wow. Swap the defender, huh? I shouldn't have done that. That's so bad for that to happen there. Oh yeah, it's been ages since I played on old Neo Tokyo. I actually like the fuck out of this. I don't know why I swapped him. I'm try to walk it in. So if I just sit in goal with this, try to fucking pull the ball to me when it's nearby. Fubar can organize from folders too, it's just a way worse experience than actually tagging correctly. There's even stuff that can auto-tag for you to an extent. There's like a Discogs plugin for Fubar that'll actually just autofill all the information for a release if you got it from a weird place and don't have it correctly tagged or just didn't tag it when you ripped it yourself. Ori, you have to play the video game. How could you do this to us? Not mad. Dang. Everybody just fucking crash into one another. I guess today is Tyrone's almost Software Advice Day. That means, I guess, if you're curious about any part of my workflow or shit, or if you're looking for alternatives to a certain piece of software that you hate, ask away. I'm in that kind of mood tonight, I guess. God. Adjusting this fucking thing is irritating. Rip what CD? Oh my goodness. Alright. So I have the Death Fist button. I'm gonna use the Death Fist button. And the ball goes to space. Oh wait, where? Come on. I had a shot with the Death Fist button on. Making me fucking sad. That was so goddamn stupid. How did that go in? Actually mad. I at least made contact with the ball, it counts, right? I really should hold on to that. It's a fucking potent playmaker item. But I'm sitting here like, oh, grappling hook good. Not let this fucker with the tornado do anything. Add spikes. Add spikes. Wait. No! Why did you do that at that time? He fucking tethered the ball, so he tethered me too. Adios, Haley. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, I have Death Fist again. And my car is now on fire. For like 2 seconds. Oh, come on, guys. Please. Uh-oh, he's gonna run it in. He's running it. He's running it. God, Rumble's actually awesome. I think it's a really well-structured casual mode. Throws it there to give myself some time to make the clear, which I think is a valid way of doing things. Ah! Rolled by the tether. Oh no. Why would you leave a game of Rumble? This is the most casual possible way you can interact with a video game. What the fuck? Back in, huh? Almost worked, too. Somebody hadn't tapped it, I would have been able to drag it in. Dang. 113 boost pickups? Holy shit. What a fucking monster. Real quick here, I'm gonna check if I can highlight Blacklist. Here we go. Any text regions. Masked by items in this list will never trigger a highlight. Oh my god, wait. This thing has regular expressions? Oh no. I think I'm just gonna blacklist simple way. That'd be easy. Tyrone activated. And Tyrone $24.99. Did you know, for the low price of $25 a month, you too can have a gold emote that is exactly the same as every other emote in my fucking subsuite? Good frames. Yeah, I think the Dominus is still the way to go for me. Fucking stutter is really tilting me though. I just don't know why it does that. Okay, so I'm getting backfilled into hoops. Down by 2 with 2.5 minutes to go. I did the fucking thing! Remember, when you actually double jump, it works a little better. Frick it. You got it, dude. All you. Oh, double touch. That would have been easy, too. That would have been Silver Surfer voice easy. Random defense chant. I mean, I like the new crowd engine. Kind of cool. They hook the crowd noises up to the fucking replay predictor thing that tries to guess when shots and goals are gonna happen and switches to the relevant POV. And they hooked those metrics up to the crowd noise. They get hype when fucking ball gets centered for shots and stuff. Which I think is kind of cool. But sometimes it just seems random, like the prediction is just a little bit off. Oh god, that was a mess. Get it out of there! Hey, do you want to know? I shouldn't have hesitated. By the way, this whole fucking album is ridiculous. Even the track with Nanahira on it, because somehow she got fucking mixed to where she wasn't annoying. Even while doing the voice. There's some mystery magic shit happening. Bap. Got it over him, and now... Fuck. I didn't really know which direction I actually wanted to go for that one. I wonder if I had to get my roommates to start streaming to the Hitbox Dimension community as well. I know Daryl's usually capped out on community slots, but... I don't know. He's been playing a lot of Magic recently. I know a lot of people in top decking in particular have been getting into Magic for the past couple of days, weeks. Bro, dude asks, did you put this playlist together in one sitting? The bulk of it was in one sitting. I've made some minor changes since then, but the majority of it was just, okay, I'm gonna compile 6 hours worth of music in, like, as fast as possible. while never compromising on quality, because that is not the way. He just goes. Goodbye, Fennel. Alright. I think this is gonna be the last one for me. Been going for... coming up on 3 hours here. As you guys know, I get extremely mad online, and not even in the fun way. Coming up on 4, so I figured it's better to head that off before I'm fucking exhausted. And who knows? It's not too late right now. Maybe I can get another couple hours in later tonight. But I do need to take a break after this, I think. So let's go ahead and queue up and try not to explode. I know that's not the way you're supposed to do flicks, but it works, sort of. Alright, so I got backfilled with 209 to go. Presumably, yep, down by 2. I like how if Boxmod has no data for who is actually carrying the ball, and it just puts you at the fucking side of the screen like, fuck it. You can watch from here, right? You got a control stick. Oh, it's Rumble. Interesting. Often the second stream happen anyway. Not super often. But it's not unheard of. I think I need to actually help my team here. I'm gonna hold this to fucking secure the goal. We need to get it to their side in the honest way. Oh, dude's gonna walk it in, or try to. Oh my god, the madman actually did it. Look at this stupid fucking exchange. It's beautiful, really. Sometimes I think I ought to go back to hold ball cam, but I don't want to manage multiple paddles. Sending that to space? No fucking thank you. You will not scumfuck me the way I have scumfucked others in the past. It is not permitted. Did you really just death fist that at their wall? I don't know what the power-up's actually called, but I'm calling it death fist. Ow! What are you fucking trying to tether to the ball while it's stuck to my car? Jesus Christ. I think everybody pretty much used everything, so we're playing like honest Rocket League for a couple seconds. Oh no. Spikes are fucking good. No, Lynn, how could you do this? This was extremely winnable if we had 3 human players. It seems less winnable now. But hey, Pendulum's playing. Musical power-up incoming? In the right place for something to happen, maybe. Oh man. Fuck. Out of range as it resolved. Oh no. That was an honest goal. Alright, now we're really fucked. Jesus. That barely went into. They nearly fucking banged it off the top bar. This asks, how has Puyo Puyo Net Play been? Quiet and very, very populated by extremely strong Japanese players. They did ostensibly fix matchmaking, so you're not literally put into random groups anymore. So I have been able to get lower level players more often, but it's still very rare. And getting totally blown out is not super fun. It's like, if I'm gonna get blown out, I may as well just play solo. So, I haven't been playing too much. Nope. That is not happening. Ah, well. It's wild. I was put into very, very few games that were actually starting tonight. A whole bunch of fucking backfill down by 2 with 2 minutes to go type situations, which is mad unfortunate. Casuals like that though, and every time I suggest that like there be actual penalties for people who serially leave games, people get super mad. It's like, but what if my internet disconnected? It's not fair to punish me if my internet went down. Listen, I'm sorry that we can't tell the difference between a legitimate and illegitimate disconnect, but if the system cannot tell the difference between you and a person who fucking rage quits every game after the first goal, then maybe I don't care what your intent was. Maybe you're just disconnecting and ruining people's experiences regardless of whether that's your intent. Maybe you shouldn't play the game. That seems to be a hot take, though. It's what it's, I guess. The situation is not unfortunate, but yeah. I feel like I have such lower tolerance for this kind of stuff because of the standards that I hold myself to. Basically the standards that only exist in my head and not in anybody else's heads. My fault, always neurotic. Anyway, I will see you guys in Discord. Thank you for coming by and testing the inaugural... I don't know what to call this now. If the room that previously had 3 computers in it was the war room, and the room with like 4 mattresses and a billion pillows in it is a sleep chamber, what is this? If you think you know, please leave a comment below and make sure to like and subscribe to twitch.tv/WeeGTheGod. I gotta find somebody else to roast, seriously. Alright. Catch you guys on Discord. Adios.